Reason being is I'm welding today. Right there. I'll see that. With my good HD camera, I'm going to take pictures of this. Oops. That's not supposed to be playing in my pocket. Got a song playing in my pocket. No, be quiet. Ow. Bad boy. Anyways, so with this camera, I'm going to show you me welding it. I've already welded it just a little bit. This is my scooter. I ride this thing around all the time, and the what's it called? The throttle cable finally snapped. I knew it was going to snap, but I was just going to ride it until it finally gave way. It was a 71 inch throttle cable. I got a 75 inch, a little extra inches, because it was really tight. The way it was coming out, it was going into here, it was coming out and around under here, and then up the handlebars. But it was really tight right here. It would sit against this really hard. It was the original one to it. I just needed something a little longer so it didn't sit against that and ruin itself again. So when I was replacing it, I was looking down here, I'm like, whoa, my steering's cracked. Let me turn it over. See, there's cracks right there. I'll take pictures of the cracks and stuff, so you can see them. So yeah, we're gonna start. I'm gonna show you those pictures real quick, and then we're gonna start welding. Alright, so those are the cracks. So I've got it tipped over on this side now. I'm going to weld this up. Sorry if the view isn't all that great. There. Yeah, let's get you the best view I can get you. Oh, you can't see anything. You can see a little bit. Yay! Okay. Maybe I'll clip you on there. Just trying to get you guys a good view so you can see. That works. Got it like that. Ouch! So you're looking right here. Alright, that should work. Turn this a little bit this way. Take a model and brace it up on the other side so it doesn't wiggle around. Like that. Nope, didn't work. There we go. Like that. Hopefully. Alright, turn the welder on. I'm using 6013 1/16 rod. It's really skinny stuff. The reason why I'm using my crappy camera is the electromagnetics can actually ruin cameras, ruin cell phones, iPods, whatever you're using at a time when you weld. Electromagnetics, in other words, the arc that comes off of there puts out a lot of static electricity and electromagnetics, so that can ruin things. So I'm using this crappy camera, so if I ruin it, oh well. Alright, and I think, where is it? My water. Go down real fast. hate it when it sticks. Normally it doesn't stick while I'm welding, but for some reason it's sticking. Ah. I hit the right spot. Here. Look at this side. Could be used to weld up a little bit more there. I'll be pretty much done with this rod. This rod goes really fast. Come on. There we go. Really getting tired of that sticking. I've got the amps high enough. I've actually got the amps a little too high. You know, the reason why it usually sticks is because the amps are too low. Yeah, the only reason usually why it sticks is because the amps are too low. The amps are just fine. So that's done now. And this camera really sucks. Always has. Unless you watch it in 720p, then. Alright, so I'm gonna finish welding this up a little bit, take some more pictures, grind it smooth, take some more pictures, and probably prime it up, put some primer paint on it, and then maybe paint it, and then take some more pictures. So, alright, see you later, YouTube. Bye. Alright, I was thinking, well, I could just do videos of it. So, that's a bit ground down. That's not a crack right there. That's just, I don't know. That's not a crack, though. Ground it down. Forgot to take pictures of it before I ground it down. Beautiful welds, actually. Beautiful beads all the way across. Sometimes I'll leave the weld there. Sometimes I'll leave it to look kind of like that. But sometimes I like to grind it away, you know, so it looks nice. Now you might be thinking, well, you grind it away, you take your weld off, so it's structurally unsound again. That's wrong. Because, if you know anything about welding, the weld penetrates the metal. So, here, let me get close again. I'm in macro mode. So, imagine the space between my fingers are the crack, right? The crack in the metal. In any metal, because it's any metal you're going to weld together, there's a crack there, always. Now, you take the weld, or you take the rod, and let's pretend that's the crack right there. You're going like this, back and forth, or you're just dragging it, whatever rod you have. There's many different styles for different rods. Back and forth, you can do little circles, you know. But you fill in that space with molten metal, and it also will melt all the way through. So you're welding this side, and it will melt through at least halfway, if not all the way. You don't want it to melt all the way through, because that you'd burn it through the middle. But you melt into the metal ways, so that is still structurally sound, even though I ground away the weld. And I know that for a fact. You ask anybody that knows anything about welding, and that's what they tell you. It's still structurally sound. Next time, if this does crack again, which I don't think it'll crack here, but if it cracks somewhere down along the line, I'll probably just leave the weld. I like the look of welds. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with the blue scooter so far. Now to get this crack to go back together, I used just one of these regular straps. This one happens to be blue. And I put it up on here and drooped it around this side. I'm sorry that I'm doing close-ups, but I'm in macro mode, so if I went back here, it'd just be fuzzy. Went down here, and actually went all the way down and looped it down there to pull this down and close that crack, so it wouldn't have changed it at all. So, all right, I'm gonna prime it up now. Go find the primer. I've got like 2 or 3 cans of primer. I just don't know where it is. Go find a can of primer, prime it up, and paint it some blue. I've got a few cans of different types of blue, so I might just do it black too. Black never sticks out like a sore thumb. This is pretty dark blue anyways. Looks like light blue on the camera, but it's kind of dark. Anyways, see you later, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed. If you want more welding videos, let me know. If you want welding lessons in video, let me know. If you know anything like that, anything welding, any engine work, any scooter work, mower work, anything you possibly could, your heart could and mind could imagine, I can get it for you. See you later, YouTube. Bye.